Hey guys, this is Nalini here. Welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to crochet these beautiful puff flowers. These puff flowers are my absolute favorite and I'm sure it's going to be yours too once you learn to make these. So before starting the video, I would just like to tell you that if you like my videos, then do consider subscribing, like, share and comment on my videos. And if you plan to make this, then I would love to see what you make. Do share it on my Instagram. The link is in the description box. And if you post the pics or the videos of your product, then I would like to give you a shout out on my Instagram and my YouTube as well. So let's get started. So the materials which we'll be using to make this flower is a cream or a yellow color yarn. Then I'm using a pink color yarn, so you can go for whichever color you want to make the petals. Then we'll be using a 4 mm crochet hook, a tapestry needle, a thread cutter or a pair of scissors. And as you can see, the center portion in both one are different. That's because this one I have used a thicker yarn, and for this one we have used this thinner one. So whichever look you prefer, you can go for the center portion yarn. So let's get started with the tutorial. So to begin with, we are going to make a magic circle. So this is how I make a magic circle. Magic circle is nothing but a loose slip knot. So I'll show you how I make it. So just hold your yarn in your normal position and then you can just twist the yarn with your hook to form a loop. Pinch it here, bring the loop up, yarn over and pull through. And then you can just hold your loop like this and just bring it towards the front like this, and then make one chain. So as you can see, the single side is towards my right side and the double side is towards my left. So now we are going to make 12 single crochets into this circle. So I'll show you how. So we have already made our chain. So now we are going to insert a hook into the circle. Be sure to include both the string and the loop, the tail and the loop. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. So this is a single crochet. If you want to mark your stitch, you can do it here. You can just insert a stitch marker. And our first single crochet is done. So we'll go for the next single crochet. Third one, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. So I've made 3 single crochets. So I'll just go ahead and finish making my 12 single crochets. So as you can see, I have made my 12 single crochets. So if you didn't mark your first stitch, so what you can do if you're confused which one is your first stitch, so you can just count backwards, count 12 backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So this is my 12th single crochet and my first stitch. So now what we'll do is we are going to close our magic circle. So just pull the tail slowly. If your work gets twisted, you can just make it proper and slowly just pull the tail. And pull it nice and tight. So here I have closed my magic circle. So I haven't closed it completely because while we work, the circle might become loose, so we can just tighten it later. And now we'll just make a slip stitch into our first stitch. So this was our first stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop and pass it through the working loop. So we are done making a center piece, and now we can just chain 1 and cut the yarn. and we can just pull it out like this and tighten it. So now we are going to use our second color. So to join the second color, we have to hold our yarn like this. And now we can insert a hook into, actually we can insert a hook into any of the stitches, but I still prefer to insert my hook into the first stitch, the very first stitch where we made the slip stitch. And now we can just grab the yarn like this and pull it up, and then we can just drop the tail and make 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. So you can just hold both the tail ends while you're working to get it naturally woven in. You can just leave this tail out, the center tail, because we'll be needing it to pull it later. So now we are going to make our puff stitch. So to make the puff stitch, we are going to yarn over, insert a hook into the next stitch. So this is the next stitch. So just insert your hook, pull up a loop and just pull that loop up to match the height of the 3 chains, and then yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Then again we are going to yarn over, insert a hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop and pull it up to match the height, and then yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Then again we are going to yarn over and just keep your hand on top of the stitches, so it makes the work lot easier. So we have yarned over and we'll go into the same stitch and pull up a loop, pull it up and yarn over, pull through first 2 loops. So we won't be completing our elongated double crochets, we're just going to pull through the first 2. So now after these 3 elongated double crochets, we're going to make 3 more in the next stitch. So this one is our next stitch. This was the stitch in which we worked. So just insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull it up, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops. So we are going to make 2 more like that. Just bring it up, yarn over, pull through first 2. 1 more, pull it through first 2. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 loops on the hook, and now we will just yarn over and pull through all of them. And now we can just make our 3 chains, 1 2 and 3. So this is our first petal and the first puff stitch. So now we'll just close our petal by making a slip stitch into the same stitch from where the second set of puff stitch has come. So just insert your hook and make a slip stitch like this. And now we can chain 3, 1 2 and 3. So you can just shape your puff stitch like this. There will be a curved section behind, so just insert your finger and you can just give it a good shape. So after chaining 3, we are going to continue the same pattern. We are going to yarn over and insert a hook into the next stitch and make 3 elongated double crochets. So 1, and we are not going to finish them. So 2, pull through the first 2 loops, and 3, pull it up and pull through first 2. Then again we are going to yarn over and insert a hook into the next stitch and continue doing the same. So pull your double crochet up, pull through first 2, insert, pull up and pull through first 2 and pull through last 2. So we have 7 loops on a hook, and now we can just yarn over and pull through all of them. Then we are going to chain 3, and we are going to make a slip stitch into the same stitch. Like this. So this is the way we are going to make our petals for our puff flower. So I'll just go ahead and make all the petals and join back to you. So one more petal is remaining, so I thought I'll make it with you guys. So I've finished the previous petal, I've made the puff and the chain 3, and I've made a slip stitch into the same stitch, and then I've made the chain 3. So now we are going to make our puff. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull it up to match the height of chain 3, yarn over, pull through 2, again go into the same stitch, pull it up, pull through 2, again yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull it up and pull through 2. Then we are going to insert a hook into the last stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull it up, pull through, again insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull it up and pull through first 2, and this is the last one. Pull through 2. So we have our 7 loops on a hook, and we are going to pull it through all of them, and then we are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. So after chaining 3, we are going to make a slip stitch into the same stitch. So but after making slip stitch, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to finish it. So just insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, then insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop and pull it through the next 2 loops like this. And here our puff flower is finished. We can just make a 1 chain and cut the yarn and just pull the yarn out, and we can just give some shape to our flowers. You can just insert our finger into the back side of the petals and just puff it up a bit. This way. So this is the back side of the puff flower and this is the front side, and now we'll just close the circle. As I told you, we'll be pulling the tail in the end, because when we pull the yarn up for our puff stitches, the circle opens a bit. So now we can just hold our yarn and pull it and close our circle this way. And now we are going to weave the tail ends into the work. So I'll just do that now. So here we have finished making our puff flower. So I hope this video was helpful for you and you like this video. So do consider subscribing, like, share and follow. And until our next video, bye bye.